Hi, I'm Mari from the Thompson-Nicola Regional Library. Today, I'm going to show you around NoveList, a library tool that provides book recommendations, helping readers of all ages solve the age-old question of what to read next. NoveList can help you find your next book based on a book, author, or series you've read and know you like. To use NoveList, you'll need your library card and your web browser. Once you've got your card, open your web browser and visit our website at www.tnrl.ca. Scroll down to the Learning and Research box. Click on the link for databases. On the next page, Online Resources, scroll down until you find an orange icon for NoveList. Click on the NoveList link to open NoveList. You'll need to enter your library card number to log into NoveList. Once you've entered your library card number, click Sign In. On the home page of NoveList, you'll find a number of pre-created searches, which you can explore to find something to read. You can find books based on what you're in the mood for, browse genres by the age of the reader, or keep up with what's happening in a certain genre. These genre pages under Keeping Up highlight what's happening in a genre, including awards for that specific genre, book lists, and other things related to the genre. You can also search award-winning books from the front page of NoveList. I'm going to search all the light we cannot see in NoveList to show you how NoveList creates powerful recommendations. We'll search the title of the book in the search bar at the top of the home page. If the book you're looking for doesn't come up, you can use the tools in the left column to narrow your search. I'm going to click on the title of the book to open the book's details. Right away, I can see this book is adult fiction, and there's a blue award icon, which means it's won an award. I can also see a quick description of the book and then quite a few keywords. These search words are what NoveList uses to compare books or authors to others in its database. When you visit the library or a bookstore, there are often just a few genres. Here, we can see that NoveList uses much more detailed genres. After genre, there are book appeal terms. These describe in detail different characteristics of the book, like the types of characters, writing style, the tone, the pace, and even characteristics of the storyline. All these keywords are what NoveList uses to create specific recommendations. On this page, you can also check to see if the Thompson-Nicola Regional Library has this book in our catalog. To do that, at the bottom, click Check Library Catalog, which opens our search catalog on our website. From here, you could log into your patron account and place the item on hold. Today, I'm going to show you 3 quick ways to find something new to read based on something you've already read. The first is using an author that you know you like. This will compare the author you like to other authors in the database and make recommendations. I'll show you an example using Terry Fallis. Start at the keyword search on the top of the home page and type in the author's name. You can either type the whole name and hit enter, or click from the list of suggestions that pop up below the search bar. This is helpful if you're not sure about the spelling of the author's name. Once I click search, NoveList will open a list of books written by Terry Fallis. This list gives the titles, publication dates, and other details for all of Terry Fallis's books. Near the bottom of the listing for the first book, you can see author read-alikes. This is how NoveList compares the characters, styles, and tone of Terry Fallis's works and creates a list of other authors that would have similar writing styles, tones, or characters in their books. On the recommendations page, you'll get a brief description of the author's style and a list of recommendations. As you can see with recommendation number 1, Will Ferguson, there's a quick comparison between the 2 authors about their style and tone, and the recommendation is signed by Catherine Coles. This means a staff person at NoveList has verified or made this recommendation. Further down the list, we see a recommendation for Christopher Buckley. This recommendation suggests these 2 authors were compared on the style of their writing and the subject matter of their book. At the end of this recommendation, though, there is not a person's name. This means this recommendation was computer generated based on these terms. The computer-generated recommendations might not be quite as close as a match as the ones authored by NoveList's search team, but they're still valuable. This page doesn't link to our catalog or have clickable links to the individual works, so you'll have to write them down or print them out if you want to record the information. Returning to the previous page by clicking back near the top of the recommendations screen, I'm going to show you how to find another book to read based on a title read-alike. In this case, I'm going to search at the top the hit you give. A title read-alike is going to ask NoveList to compare specifics of one book to specifics of another to make recommendations. When the search results open, I'm going to look for a link for title read-alike. A page of recommendations opens, much in the same format as the last search. The third search that you can use to compare something you've previously read with something you want to read is a series read-alike. I'm going to return to the home page and in the search bar type Maisie Dobbs. This is a book series I really enjoyed. When the results open, at the bottom of the description for the first book, I see series read-alike. This is going to compare characteristics of this series to other series and make recommendations for other series I might like to read. Using the series read-alike option is useful for authors who write series within different genres because you can specifically hone in on the series that you liked. You could also search for a specific book within the series and do a title read-alike search to find other books that are similar to that specific book. This won't find you a new series to read, but it will find you something that matches the tone, character, style, or writing style of that specific book that you enjoyed. Now that we've tried 3 simple searches to help you find recommendations based on something you've already read, I'm going to highlight some other interesting features of the NoveList database. If you listen to CBC or NPR in the United States, follow chat shows, or follow big book clubs like the one Oprah runs, you might want to find a book that's been mentioned in one of those contexts. NoveList can help you find this book by using a feature called Media Mentions. If you're confident about the title and want to confirm where or when you heard about it on the radio, you can search the book from the search bar on the home screen. When you find the book, open the description of the book and scroll down to Media Mentions. This will list any times that specific title has been mentioned on the TV shows that NoveList tracks. If you overheard part of a radio interview and you think the book is by Atwood, but you're not sure any more details about it other than you were listening to CBC's The Q, you could type Atwood in the search bar and using the advanced search option under Media Mentions, scroll down to CBC's The Q. Then click Search at the bottom. This will cross-search any books with the author name Atwood that were mentioned on CBC's The Q. This way you can narrow down what book you heard about on the radio. Returning to the advanced search screen, you can see there are a number of ways to use the advanced search to focus your results. This can help you find things to read by using a broad search term like Japan 1930 and then narrowing the books written to the past 10 years. Or if you've done a search for a specific author but there are too many results, you can narrow it by the years the book was published. If you'd like to fine-tune your results or you're not feeling inspired by something you've previously read, you can also use NoveList's Appeal Mixer for recommendations. Think of this as a bit like building your own personal pizza. From within the NoveList home screen, choose Browse By and Appeals from the top left orange bar. The Appeals Mixer lets you choose specific categories of appeals: character style, illustration, pace, writing style, tone, and storyline, and then from within those 6 categories, narrow down from dozens of characteristics. I'm going to choose an example here of a fast-paced story with a likable character. You can put in 2 or 3 appeals, or repeat a category with a secondary characteristic if you'd like. Now click Find Titles. In this case, my search gives me over 900 results. You can narrow this using more appeals or details in the left column. I'm going to choose under character a strong female character. This limits my results to 90 titles. In this case, I'd like a more specific recommendation, so I'm also going to choose First World War as my time period. Here, I end up with just one title that matches all my characteristics. If this title sounds interesting, you found a recommendation. If you're now too specific to browse within the recommendations, you can scroll to the top and click the X beside some of your refinements to reverse out of your search a little further. There are many more ways to use NoveList, and they have a great tutorial section that can help you learn more. You can find their help section by clicking How Do I on the orange bar at the top of the window. Now that you've seen the potential of NoveList, if you think this is a tool you'll use often, you can create an account within NoveList to store book recommendations. To do this, click Sign In on the orange bar at the upper right corner of your window. To sign up for an account, you'll need your first and last name, email address, password, and verification question. You don't need your library card number again here. Once you've filled in the form, click Continue. To sign into your account, once you've entered NoveList, click Sign In on the upper right orange menu bar. Then enter your username and password to see your personal account within NoveList. Inside your account, you can see books you've added to your folders and links to specific searches. If you're browsing and want to save a book, on the right side of a book description, there's a small folder with a plus logo that you can click to add that book to your folder. You can also save a link to searches you've created so that you can return to them in the future. In this case, when you've created your search, click Share on the upper right corner of the search window. Then it will say Add to Folder. This will save a link that will immediately take you back to that search. When you go to your folder by clicking the folder in the top right of your screen, you can navigate to persistent links to saved searches to see the searches you've saved. Then copy the link into your browser window, go back to the search results. Now that you've had a brief tour of NoveList, I hope you can see the potential of this tool for helping you to find what to read next. We're always happy to help you find something to read next, but I hope you'll take some time to explore the world of books through NoveList. You can reach us at questions, questions@tnrd.ca, or by phone at 250-372-5145. Happy reading!